Welcome back to another partner case study. Today we're joined by Thibault from BetterPic. Hi, Thibault.
Hi, nice to have me here today. That's a pleasure, and that's a very nice setup, I would say.
Yeah, it's great to have you as well. Can you share a little bit more about BetterPic with us?
Yeah, so BetterPic started end of 2023. It's a AI headshot generator, and what happened is we acquired the business with Seismic, so it's our current growth marketing agency. So we acquired the company back in December 2023, and the revenue was about $1.5 thousand dollar per month. And our mission was to, and is still is, um, to democratize professional photography. And then we took over the business. Our original goal was to bring monthly revenue to 50,000 per month at the end of the year. But at the end of the year, which is 2024, we were actually at 125,000 already. So we really outpaced the growth. And today, so in 2025, we are already at 200, almost 70,000 dollar per month, and the goal at the end of the year is now pushed to 500,000 dollar per month. So that's basically the backstory around BetterPic, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you guys have had a great success story. It's great to see your growth. What do you think makes people choose BetterPic and AI headshots? What are the benefits that they see in this type of software?
Yeah, so basically the main benefit is with like any great product that can scale as much is saving time and money, because and we are fulfilling those two like angles of the product. Time, because if you want to take a professional headshot, you need to go to the photographer to book it and so on. So it takes quite some time. It's quite time consuming, and we are reducing whatever time you spend on that to less than an hour. So that's already saving a lot of time to any professional that just needs quickly the professional headshot. So that's one. And the second is money, because we just the fraction of the cost of the traditional professional photography. Usually it's start from 3, 4, sometime even 1,000 for just one session, and our starting price is at $35. So we tackle those both problems at once with our product.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of potential here. And how do you think the market can better promote these products, AI products? What strategies, for example, is BetterPic implementing?
Yeah, so that's basically how we met with Best Review, because we are growing our affiliate marketing channel. That's one of the channel is affiliate marketing, mainly through SEO, YouTube. That's the main source, and also a bit of influencer marketing through social media platforms. But when you package all that, it's all this falls within the affiliate channel. Then we have Google search. It's one of the biggest channel as well, which sits around 25% of our revenue. Then we have SEO, which is also another 25%, and the rest is going through direct traffic. We basically did build something that does not rely too much on paying as much. So to explain, basically, we rely a lot on high intent channels at the moment. That's what we've built during the first year. So really building a strong foundation of high intent channels, because that's where you get the most return on your investment. And now in the second year, because we became profitable and we have a lot more to invest now, we are investing in the high and the low intent channel, which is, for example, any paid social channel and this type of channels.
Yeah, and how do you see AI products investing and helping in this marketing, etc.?
Yeah, in general, you mean like to help marketers on the
For
daily?
example, growing and managing the affiliate programs, both for brands and publishers.
Yeah, so there are a lot of there are like different takes on that because it's really controversial between people that are, you know, too lazy to actually do the work and that use AI and just say, you know, ask AI, give me a LinkedIn post with like a small brief, a small prompt, then just take whatever is produced and publish it. And that's why now you get so much rubbish being published on paid social. But that goes the same for blog writing. You guys are doing a lot of SEO blog writing, so you would also know that you know, like these contents are being produced in mass through AI. So that's the first type of people using AI. So people that are too lazy to do the work and then they just use it this way. And then the second category is people that are using AI just to help them having like a first draft. And then from the first draft, then you iterate, you modify it, you adapt, and you give your own twist, and then you have a nice finished product. But that's more towards content production, right? Because in our case, we use it also for legal. It also helped us a lot with legal, for example, structure of companies, taxation, etc. It's always really good to have a first base through ChatGPT that gives you, or through AI, that gives you the really first base of, okay, this is what exists on internet that is being captured by AI. And then from there, you can go to your specialist and say, okay, this is what I found, this information, can you help me? So this is a second use case we have. So we have content production, then we have legal, and then you also have things like signing contracts. It helped me a lot to write contracts because initially I have no idea how, like, what should be included in a contract. So that's really give me a good base to also do the second legal part of things, not like building the business, but doing really like the legal part of it. But now there are also more and more the content production, so not blog posts, but more the visual aspect of it. At the moment, I feel it's, for example, influencer videos and so on. It's still a bit too much AI, but I think in a year or two it will be another thing you can really leverage is for image production that can be used in ads. So that's my vision, like globally, on how to use AI for marketers.
Yeah, you were speaking of content and all the rubbish that we see nowadays. For Best Reviews, for example, as you know, we focus a lot on human created content and leveraging AI as a tool, not the basis of all of our content, and also coming up with innovations ourselves, as you guys have done. For example, on Best Reviews, we have the AI comparator, where our team will create reviews, and then our visitors can go in and check out the reviews and then get a AI comparator of a couple of our own create reviews. So that's one way that us as a publisher, for example, have implemented these sort of AI tools. What are some AI tools that you find indispensable in your work life day to day? Already mentioned a couple. Are there any other areas?
Yeah, just let me think about this, because for now I've mostly used ChatGPT, of course.
It's an all-in-one.
Yeah, essentially, essentially for the legal part, for me that's the most important, because I don't do anymore so much content production, but people in our team using it mostly to prompt ideas to come up. Like it's basically now gives you like a very quick brainstorming when you need.
It's a Kickstarter.
More idea, like a Kickstarter, like, oh, I've thought about that, because it's clustering all the information from the internet. So it's, of course, will come up with like a different angle of about what you're thinking about, right? But using it purely for creative entity, I don't think it's the right way to go. It's just a way to go as a brainstorming entity that helps you,
Mm-hmm.
think about new ideas. That's how I see it. But now, because every day there are new tools, that's very
Yeah.
difficult to say. But for example, on our SEO efforts, there is like some authority we are creating around our website domain, which is professional photography, right? So we are scaling the production of keywords we want to rank for, and we do a lot of them through AI. So we can produce content at scale. It goes a bit contradictive with what I just said before, but when it's the point is to rank for some keywords, and once they start ranking, we will give the human twist to it, and this has been working for the past 12 months to have this strategy. So that's some part where we use it for content production. But now, for example, we found a tool that you give, for example, a social post that you want to do on LinkedIn, for example, and then it creates you some graphic design around it. And I found it really accurate. So it's like, yeah, you ask me this question next week and I'll have a new answer. So
We'll just have to come back next week.
yeah. But the baseline is really, for me, the best use case is for legal, because it can draft you a contract like super quick without having really to consult any experts. Okay, if you need to draw a very serious contract, you need to seek for an expert. But if it's just like a freelance or just like a gig contract, that helps so much. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's a unique take. I'd say most people would go for content creation, etc., as we were speaking. But internally, Best Reviews and Clovey, I think, would also agree that AI is a good tool to start with, and then from there, and just be an aid to your work. And as you were mentioning, your growth and all the tools, etc. And we know that AI chat generators was a little more niche. How have you seen the market growth? Do you think AI chat generators will be something like an AI video editor or generator, as we now see many brands in that category?
You mean how our product would evolve in the future,
how
or the
see
market?
the market, in terms of competitors, etc.
Yeah, so when we entered the market, we had 2 or 3 big competitors. They had like a massive advantage to have started earlier than us, like 1 year earlier. And what happens with the AI headshot niche is that you need to, in order to have the most accurate and the most realistic result, you need to train your model more and more. And by training, it means that you receive feedback from customers that help you to make it better, right? Because every person that takes a picture, they have different look. Like the head is bigger, have beard, they have glasses. So you need to do a lot of training. So the people that enter earlier on the market had more time to study and to make it better, right? So when we entered, we had a bit of this, disadvantage compared to the rest. Now we're really focused on making some aspect of the face like really correct. Like a lot of people are saying it's amazing how the eyes are looking realistic. But for example, the eye, I think we talked about it yesterday, they spend like maybe 6 months working on the eye to make it right. So that's the competitive advantage we have with new entrant companies to the market, because they'll have to learn all that. So in terms of the evolution of the market, I think the more the year will pass, the more we'll get bigger and the biggest advantage, because we have all this data for training. So the barrier to entry to our niche is getting harder and harder, because people now know, okay, you can get such good quality with BetterPic, for example, then
There's a
any
standard.
any person coming in with result that looks like 2 years ago, with like they will have no chance to pierce the market, right? So that's basically the future, is that only the one that stay there for long enough and that really want to, like, conquer the market will be able to like dominate the market. That's one thing. But then after, we need to see what happens with companies like OpenAI, what they will do, if they will start doing this kind of thing. But that's a conversation we often have, because like recently you had this new release from OpenAI, and everyone started creating those Ghibli
Yes, it was everywhere.
characters. But so for this type of thing, it's a bit controversial that maybe they've been training their model to do it this way. But when it comes to a realistic output that really look like you, they would really need to say, okay, we want to do it, to start working and just do that. Like at least have a team working on this aspect of
Dedicated team.
dedicated, like a use case. So this is still something we need to see in the future. But yeah, that's basically how we see the market of AI headshot evolution. And yeah, when it comes to other use case, video, etc., I think that's a really different niche again. So that doesn't really affect us, I would say.
And beyond the AI headshot generator, how do you see sort of the general AI market evolving?
I think, because I've seen people comparing the AI market with the crypto market, because a few years ago, just before AI, it was crypto. Everyone was talking about it. It was booming. It was okay. It's going to be the future. I still think it is for the monetization part. But now for the AI, I think the future, we can't ignore that it's gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be integrated in everything, because now if you look at any advertisement, you see AI everywhere. I noticed that everywhere now. Even if you want to buy a car, they will tell you there is AI in the car. If you buy a toothbrush, it will tell you, like electric one, it will tell you, oh, it's AI powered. It's like now
Part of
it's
it
really
is
like a
also
buzzword.
just going for the buzzword, as you mentioned,
Yeah.
because these features existed before.
I think it's gonna be. I had this conversation the other day. It's when the nanotechnology came in. It was also a buzzword. Like, you had nanotechnology in your dishwasher because now you have this. You had nano, and they were even using it for, I don't know, clothes, because they have something nano into it, and they were using this word nano just to say that it's a revolutionary technology, right? And now for you, it's nanotechnology it's something that, okay, it's
Every
normal,
day.
it's everywhere, it's in every device here. So I think it will ease off to a point that, until a point where AI is gonna be everywhere, and there's gonna be a new technology that will be the new buzzword. That's my feeling, because a few years ago, I think it was crypto. So everything was about crypto, NFT. Oh, I have this. For example, I have this microphone. It's registering and it goes through NFT, and the sound is unique to you. This kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think AI for now is just a buzzword until the next buzzword. But in terms of the technology, I don't see how it can disappear. I think maybe the fear is how much is going to control us in the future. That, for me, that's more the question, ethical question.
And in the midst of this evolution and growth, how do you see BetterPic as a company evolving into other verticals, remaining here?
Yeah, so that's what we are working on at the moment. So now, because BetterPic growth was so high, so we are actually looking at selling the company in a few years, 4 to 5 years. That's still to be defined, the exact time frame. But because now we grew so much that now we need to make sure that when we sell the company, we can get the highest price. And when you go to investors, because our business model is non-recurrent, and that's what the investors and buyers want to get, the recurrent revenue. So now we are building what's called a Better Studio, which is solution that allows you to select different models. That's that's a solution for e-commerce that are selling apparel, so clothes, and that allows them to select the models that they want, and then they just upload picture of their clothes, and then all of a sudden the model is wearing. They have a professional photo shoot with a model. That costs, I think, at the moment it's gonna be €1 per picture, and if you do that with a real model, it's I think around $50 to $100 per picture. So imagine the cost and time saving as well. So now we are building this solution. It's already live. We had our first customers I think yesterday. We are building this product because it's the evolution, is the next step, because now with the professional headshot we nailed the appearance. And now we want to translate it to another market, and that's basically the evolution of BetterPic is the fashion market, e-commerce and fashion market. So we want to translate this. Okay, now we nailed the resemblance. Now we can use it with clothes. So that's what we are doing now, and we can all of a sudden have recurrent revenue. So we become a lot more attractive in the eyes of the investors and potential buyers in a few years. So we are building Better Studio and a whole suite of AI solution around the same topic. So first one is to generate professional model images with your clothes to put in your e-commerce store. And then we'll have it's gonna be influencer marketplace, where basically anyone that have some sort of influence or that is somewhat famous can get a license to put their own body into our platform, and then from Better Studio you can basically choose a unique model that you want to highlight on your e-commerce store. So that's gonna be the first steps, and then we'll have also a Chrome extension that allows you to get suggestion when you are browsing around the internet. For example, you go on Zara, you see like a jumper, and you all of a sudden you can click and you can see yourself in the jumper, and that's what we want to do with this Chrome extension. And that's gonna be like an affiliate type of model. So if because of us, they make a sale, then we get a commission from there. There are more products we are talking about, but that's the initial 3 products we are going to launch in the coming months, and that will allow us to. Our goal is to give valuation to the whole company between 500 million and 1 billion. We have a very big, ambitious goal. So that's the evolution from BetterPic. So we went from something really niche, and now we are going, because we don't have much competition, as I was saying. Now we want to bring the technology and all the learnings we had from BetterPic and bring it to a very competitive market, which is e-commerce. So that's the evolution of BetterPic.
Ambitious, but also exciting.
Yeah. There is a lot on the roadmap.
Yeah, that's great though. And it's interesting that you mentioned the extension being a little more affiliate intended. It's not often that you hear about AI that will help affiliate, and as affiliate publishers ourselves, it's always interesting to hear about these tools. Any closing thoughts on BetterPic, Better Studio, AI as a whole?
The AI space for affiliate now can bring a lot of revenue. So anyone that is listening to this podcast and is within the affiliate space or content creation, because you don't really need to be professional affiliate, you need to know how to produce content, and you need to know marketing, of course, but you need to know how to produce content that is going to be viewed and read. If you know how to do that, then you should jump onto affiliate for AI products, especially AI Headshot. I know it's my product, so it's really biased. But I see our best affiliate now, she made 15,000 of commission last month just by having, I think, 2 or 3 articles live. Okay, she has a massive audience. I have to agree. But she's made 15,000 just from 2 3 articles that are live on Medium. And the second best affiliate he's making between 8 and 10,000 of commission every month from publishing YouTube video around our AI product. He has a follower list of 1,000 people. So this is not much.
It's quality over content in the AI space.
Because this is really niche on keywords that are competitive but not too much. If it was AI video editing, I think it would be very difficult. But because our niche is still small, there is really big potential without the need of having massive audiences. The only need is to be able to produce content that is informational and that help people to make the right decision, and that is actionable. If you can write actionable and resourceful content, you can make a lot of money with the AI industry at the moment. So that's my closing thoughts on the affiliate topic, which was the initial point as to why we are meeting today.
Yeah, I'd say we can agree at Best Reviews, especially going back to the quality over quantity, especially in the AI market. If there's humans talking about it, actually creating that content, there will always be people listening and interested. BetterPic, for example, people will be able to check out at Best Reviews, and we're excited to see what comes from there.
And just question to you: how do you see the evolution of AI, the review of AI content for Best Review? Is it something that is driving more revenue for you these days, or is still more the traditional SaaS businesses that is bringing more revenue?
I'd say we're still at a stage where people are interested in AI. They're interested in checking it out, but maybe not committing immediately.
Yeah.
They still lean a little towards the traditional software, but there's definitely interest there. People will check it out, see what the free trial and the demo is all about, and then convert. But there's still that little push needed for them to dive in.
Yeah, that's what I feel. It's a lot of those tools. They are being talked about a lot on social media, but most of the time there is nothing behind. That's what I find. For example, now the new buzzword is AI agent, and when you you hear about it a lot on social media, but once you click to see what it's about, you realize, you go into a wait list. So at the moment, it's like just a facade, and there is not much behind. So yeah, that's interesting to know about how it works for you guys.
I think that's also where content like ours comes in, where we have a team that actually tests the product and then has the results to show for it, the screenshots, the video recordings, the video review. As you mentioned, it's important to actually have something to show people and potential users.
Yeah, agree.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, Thibaut. It was a pleasure speaking with you and getting your insights into BetterPic and AI as a whole. And we'll hope to come back one day.
Thanks for having me today, and thanks for inviting to this nice setup. And yeah, we'll chat a couple of months when we have new stories to talk about.
Yeah, maybe next time we'll focus more on Better Studio and what else there
Yeah,
is to
sure.
come.
In a few months, we'll have a lot to say.
All right.
All right. See you soon.
Yeah, see you soon.
Thanks for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and leave us a comment. See you in the next one.